Today we're going to be building an AI lead generation chatbot inside of WhatsApp, and I'm going to walk you guys through the whole process from A to Z. We're going to be using Voiceflow, ManyChat, and some more advanced features, and I'm going to share all the templates of everything that we build with you guys at the end of the video. So let's get right into it. Alright, so here is a layout of what we're going to be building. We're going to be building a lead generation chatbot for a fitness coach who sells programs for weight loss and for muscle gain. This is what the whole thing is going to look like. I'm going to walk you guys through that in a second. The steps we're going to go through to make this happen is build the Voiceflow flow. We're going to integrate that flow using ManyChat into WhatsApp, and then we're going to test the final chatbot so that you guys can see the final solution that we've built. Now, what the chatbot is going to do is when the lead reaches out, we're going to send a welcome message and ask how we can help them. We're then going to classify their intent if they either want to lose weight or gain muscle. Based on these two things, we're going to qualify them for the weight loss program for things including income and other things. And if their intention is muscle gain, we're going to qualify them for that. And then based on their income, how high their income is, we're either going to recommend personal coaching and allow them to book in a call, or we're going to tell them, sorry, but currently our personal coaching is only for people who make X amount of money, or whatever excuse you want to give, and we're going to sell them a course instead, which is going to be at a much lower price point. So that is what we're going to be building today. Let's jump right into Voiceflow. All right, so I just started a brand new Voiceflow project. Now, what's important to note is that when you set this up, you need to select web chat as the system. Do not select WhatsApp. We need web chat so that we can use the dialogue API to integrate this inside of ManyChat. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make sure that we delete everything in here since we don't need any of that. Now, the important thing to remember when you integrate a chatbot into WhatsApp, Instagram, etc., is that the first step always needs to capture a user reply, because we cannot be messaging people first unless you do that manually. But the first step for the Voiceflow build is going to be to capture a user reply, which is going to be the step that we had before, which is lead reaches out. So this is going to be where the lead reaches out to us. We're then going to send them a welcome message where we are going to say, welcome the user. And real quick for this tutorial, usually you can have a knowledge base included so that it can answer questions, or you can have a system prompt. For this, we're just going to say, you are a fitness coach who helps people either lose weight or gain muscle. Your goal is to identify if they are a suitable fit for your services, right? And this is a very, very simple chatbot, a very simple prompt, I mean. So if you're actually building out something for a client, you should put much more effort into this, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep it short. We're gonna put the max tokens to 512. We're gonna set the temperature down to 0.3. I feel like that usually works best. In this case, we're gonna keep GPT 3.5 Turbo. Sometimes Claude can work well as well. We're gonna say, welcome the user who just sent you this message. Boom, and we're going to put in the last utterance, which is going to be the message that they reached out to you with. And then we're going to say, ask them if they need help with weight loss or building muscle. Now, in this case, we could add in buttons here so they can click weight loss or they can click muscle. But in this case, we want to make it smart. So we want the AI to understand what the person is telling us, and we want it to, based on that, follow two different conversational paths. So from this point onwards, we are going to have a set AI task. And we could actually, I think we can just put that in here. All right, so for this set AI task, it's going to be weight loss or muscle gain. And with the set AI task, we're going to want to find out what they have as their intention. So what we're going to do here is, again, we're just going to bump up the tokens. We're going to put the temperature to 0.3 again. We are going to say, you are analyzing a message from a user to identify if they need help with weight loss or muscle gain. And for this, inside of the prompt, we're going to say, this is the user's message, and we're going to put in, boom, last utterance. This is the user's message, last utterance. Identify if the user wants to lose weight or gain muscle. If they want to lose weight, write only weight loss. If they want to gain muscle, write only muscle gain. And then at the end, we're going to put in, do not add anything else to your output. Provide either weight loss or muscle gain. And with this, again, it's important to note that you guys should be putting a lot of effort into this and testing this to make sure that it actually works. Again, for the sake of the tutorial, I'm not going to sit here an hour figuring out all of these specific prompts, which you definitely have to do if you're building this for a client. Now we're going to save this in a variable, which is weight loss or muscle gain, and these variables, that's not a very clean variable, but we're going to use it for the sake of this purpose, and we're going to say I want to lose 30 kilograms, and we're going to see if it recognizes that because it's a bit of a loose intent. Weight loss, I want to bulk, which is also a very loose intent, and let's see if it recognizes muscle gain. So it's working just fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in a condition, an if step, and we're going to say if the variable weight loss or muscle gain is weight loss, boom, and then we're going to add another condition if the variable weight loss or muscle gain is muscle gain. So now we have these two paths. Something important to note here too is sometimes when they reach out, they might say, hey, I want to lose weight. And then you're going to ask them, hey, do you want to lose weight or build muscle, which is a useless step. So you could move this forward and then just add in a third option here, which is if they didn't provide. So you could add in here if they didn't provide any information, write only no info. And then you can add another path in here for no info, which then would send this message. And if they already provided the info, you could jump straight into it. For the sake of this tutorial though, we're not going to be doing that, but that's just some food for thought right there. Now, based on these two, we're either going to go into the weight loss or into the muscle gain loop. We're going to start off with the weight loss one where we're going to qualify them. And we're just going to say, and in this case, you can use a response AI step if you want to use AI. In this case, I'm just going to do plain text in order to save tokens. Great that you want to lose weight. Great that you want to lose weight and become healthier. Then we can, what's your current weight? What's your current weight? And where do you want to get to? That might be a good question to ask. Now, from this step onwards, we're going to capture their reply. And for this one, by the way, my bad. See, you always, when building, you always make a couple mistakes here and there. So we're gonna have to separate this because we're asking them a question here. We're gonna have to capture the user reply. Then we're gonna move on. We're gonna classify that, and boom, then we're gonna move on to the weight loss. Great that you wanna lose weight and become healthier. What's your current weight and where do you wanna get to? We're gonna capture that user reply. And in this case, you might want to save this user reply into a variable so that you can save it into Airtable or into Sheets. So what you could do is just have a new variable right here where we're just going to name the variable current weight, create that variable, and we're going to capture the user reply to current weight. Now, the next step is going to be, and in this case, we might want to like go more into depth. So we're going to use a response AI card, and we're just going to say, and in this case, we're going to copy out the prompt from here. Boom, add in the prompt, adjust the tokens, temperature again. Then we're going to say the user just told you their current weight and where they want to get to. And we're going to put in here the variable, which is going to be current weight. Acknowledge their message and ask them if they currently have a diet and workout routine. We're going to test this real quick. So we're going to say I weigh 120 kilograms and want to get to 95 kilograms. And we're going to see if it acknowledges that. Thank you for sharing your current weight and goal with me. Before we proceed, may I ask if you currently have a diet and workout routine in place? This information will help me better understand your current lifestyle and fitness level. Now, obviously, you can play around with these prompts, but that should be just fine for now. We're going to capture that, and we're going to save that into a different variable again. which is going to be current diet. I'm just going to add that as a variable. Boom, current diet. Now what we can do is just simply copy this, and we're going to add it in as one more step. Going to move up here. The user just told you their current diet and workout routine. Acknowledge the message and ask them how much they currently spend per year on their health. We're going to test that real quick, which is going to be, I don't have a diet and no workout plan. We're going to see what the message is that comes out. Thank you for sharing that with me. It's great that you're interested in improving your health and fitness. Can you please tell me how much you will currently spend per year on your health? This will help me understand your commitment level and how I can best assist you in achieving your goals. Now, obviously, play around with these prompts. This message is not perfect, but you get the idea. Now, from here on, we're going to do the last step where this is going to be their answer. We're going to save it into their spending power variable. Boom. Now we have their spending power. And now we're actually just going to paste this in one more time. The user just told you how much they currently spend on their health. And here I just noticed a mistake because here we don't want current weight, we want the current diet. And in this case, we want to analyze the message spending power. Before we do this though, we're going to have a set AI task in here again, where we're just going to simply copy this one out, or we're going to duplicate it, and we're going to pull that over here. Boom. We're going to have a set AI. And this one is going to be income or spending qualified. We're going to change around the prompt a little bit. You are analyzing a message from user to identify how much they currently spend on their health per year. And over here, we're going to add this. This is the user's message. We're going to use the variable which we have, which is spending power. Identify if the user spends over $500 per year on their health. If they spend over 500 per year, write only yes. If they spend under 500 per year, write only no. Do not add anything else, provide only yes or no as the output. We're going to test that real quick. I probably spend around $7K a year, which should obviously give us a yes. And we're going to test it again, probably 40 USD. And with this, it's always important to test that a lot. So now we have the yes, no. We're going to add in another condition right here where we're going to be the variable, which is going to be, my bad, I didn't set that up. We need to add in a different variable over here, which is going to be the qualified income or qualified spending variable. I'm going to set that up. Then over here, we're going to have a condition for the variable. We're going to do qualified spending is yes, or qualified spending is no. We're going to have these two options, and now we're going to move on from here. So if it's yes, so they are qualified, we're going to move up here, and we're going to say, tell the user that they would be a great fit for your one-on-one coaching program and that they can book a call here. We're just going to add in a random Calendly link, calendly.com/book call. Always good to also add the HTTPS so that it works on WhatsApp as well. And if they don't qualify for that, we are going to say they are not qualified. Tell the user that they are currently not a fit, or in this case, we could say tell the user that you currently have no spots for your one-on-one coaching program, and that they can, or actually we're going to do tell the user that your course on losing 50 kilograms in 6 months is available here, and we're just going to put course.com. And now for this, obviously, maybe how much they spend per year isn't a good indicator of if they are able to spend that much. So you can adjust all of this, but it's about the principle, right? So this is going to be the course promotion, and this is going to be the one-on-one coaching version. And we're just going to run this through real quick, the top line, just to see how it looks, and then we're going to move on to the muscle gain. So we're just going to say, hey, we're going to get back. Hello, thank you for reaching out. I'm a fitness coach. I want to lose weight. So it's great that you want to lose weight. What's your current weight? I weigh 60 kilograms and want to lose 10. Do I have a workout? No workout routine or diet yet. I spend, and now we're just going to say 600 a year, which is going to qualify us, and it's going to tell us that we are available for the one-on-one coaching, and it's going to promote it here. Again, all of these prompts, all of these messages, you need to adjust that a lot, but as you guys can see, this works just fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing for muscle gain. So we're just going to copy all of this. We're going to paste it down here like that. Muscle gain, I'm going to put it down here. And we're just going to adjust everything right here. So it's always good to build out one of the flows and then just adjust it. Great that you want to gain muscle and become fitter. What's your current weight and where do you want to get to? That can stay the same. The user just tells you to acknowledge the message and ask them if they currently have a diet and workout routine. That can stay the same too. The user has told you their current diet and workout routine. How much they currently spend per year can stay the same. Boom. Great fit for your one-on-one coaching program on gaining muscle. And they can book a call here. Tell the user that your course on building 10 kilograms of lean muscle mass in 3 months is available here. Now from this step moving on, you don't really need to have a capture user reply, but what you can do is you can have capture user reply to last utterance, and we're just going to adjust this on all of these, and we're always going to capture back into the last utterance, because what you can do from here on out moving forward, the user might have a question, right? So you just promoted your product, your service, whatever. And now what we can do is we can just have a response AI card here with a knowledge base, which then has all the information about the coaching product. And you just send all the questions over here. So if they ask, so how much does the course cost or whatever, they're going to be able to get the answer here. And you could obviously do a different one for a different response AI card for the course, for the call, and depending on the weight loss and the muscle gain, but we're not going to jump into that here. What you can also do is do an API call right here where you can post all of this information. So you could add in headers such as current weight, and then you can add in the variable of current weight, and then you can just add in all of these different ones, current diet, and you can send that via Zapier to a Google Sheet, Airtable, or you can do a direct API integration, whatever the case may be. But this is basically the build that we've worked out here right now. All right, now jumping back into this, as you can see, we've built out this entire flow. Very, very sporadic. As I said, you need to fine tune the prompts. You need to do a lot of testing. You need to make sure everything works fine. For the purpose of this video, we have the flow fully built out. Now, that's the first step. The second step is going to be to integrate this into ManyChat, and we're going to jump into that right now. Now, if you haven't signed up to ManyChat yet, there's a link down below in the description. Make sure that you sign up, and you need to select the Pro plan, which costs $15 a month. If you don't select that, there's no way we can integrate Voiceflow with ManyChat and WhatsApp. Now, we also have a ManyChat WhatsApp template, which you can find in our resource hub down below in the description. Sign up for the resource hub. It's totally free, and you're going to be able to get this template right here, everything I'm looking at right now, and you can import that directly into your ManyChat. Once you've done that, you need to jump into Voiceflow. You need to go to integration. Over here, you need to select Dialog API, and you're going to copy out your API key. Now, what's important is you need to go through every single one of these steps and add in your API key right here. So you're just going to walk through it. Boom. Put in your API key here. For your template, by the way, it's just going to say your API key here, but you're going to replace that for everything. And this one is the last one. This one over here, I'm going to explain in just a second. So now that we've replaced all of these, we have one over here, which is a script for Google, which is a Google macro script. Now, when do we need this? We need this when, let's say somebody in WhatsApp texts you and they say, hey, and then they put a second line. So I'm just going to show you guys here real quick. So if someone sends the message, hey, I need help, hold on, like this with a space in between, so an empty line, then it's not going to work unless you have the script here. All of this is also explained in the resource hub. I'm not going to go into it now, but it's explained over there how you can set up your script and put that into this field right here. But now that you have all of that set up, we are basically good to go. Now, all you need to do is watch the video on WhatsApp integration, which I already did, which explains how to connect a WhatsApp account with your ManyChat account. As you guys can see, this right here is the number. What you also need to do, and what you need to make sure that you do, is that you publish your Voiceflow flow. Otherwise, none of this is going to work, and the API, the Dialog API, will not work. One last thing that I'm going to say before we test it is when you have this trigger here, the default reply, which you can find a video here, just click on the video which is popping up to set up a default reply. You need to make sure that you select every time so that this flow gets triggered every single time and not just once per 24 hours. Now let's jump into WhatsApp and test this. All right, so now we're inside of WhatsApp. I have the number right here. We are going to simply write, hey, and it's going to start the conversational flow with the chatbot that we just built inside of WhatsApp. I want to lose weight. And now it's just going to walk through the flow. I weigh 80 kilograms and want to get to 65. And we're just going to walk through the whole flow. So as you guys can see, this is working. It works. I have none. And yeah, that is how you build a WhatsApp chatbot. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You guys can find the full chatbot template as well as the ManyChat WhatsApp integration template down below in the resource hub, which is linked in the description, completely free to sign up. If you found value, I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.